Hello everyone, I've had a few requests asking me how I put together these notebooks, so I'm going to take you through the process step by step. So to begin with, let's just talk about the paper. You need a piece of paper that is A3 size. Now I prefer to use the black cardstock that is around about 210 GSM, but something like this, which is 160 GSM, is perfectly acceptable. Let's begin by making the book itself. So take your A3 piece of paper and fold it lengthwise, corner to corner. Bone folder will help with the creases here. Take your time with this process, it will give you a neater finish. Open up the sheet of paper and then fold it widthways, corner to corner once again. Open up the paper once more and you're going to bring in the right hand side to the center here. Press, crease with your bone folder. Again, bring your right hand side to the center point, matching up the last of these corners. Press and crease. Open up the A3 piece of paper and you've got 8 sections. Now fold it in half widthways. For the purposes of this video, I'm going to show you with a pencil line where you'll need to make your cut. So remember, your fold line is here and your open line is at the top. So you're going to draw a pencil line from this center fold. So this is where the folds meet up. And you're going to cut along this pencil line. As I say, you don't need to draw the pencil line. You're going to go ever so slightly over that fold. This will help you with the next stage. Open up the piece of paper again and turn it over so that all of your mounting folds are facing towards you. Take the piece of paper, fold it lengthways, pinch the two ends and then push the paper in so that you're forming a cross. Lay the paper down and keep pressing these fold lines. Okay, so now we're going to crease each page down. So starting from the back, bring page 3 over and crease. Press down that crease line. And as you bring page 1 over, this one's slightly trickier, so you might find that you need to press it to form the shape that you need for the front cover. So press it down with your thumb and then go ahead and crease again. You'll find that you have your book 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're at the stage where we are going to decorate our books. So you will have a notebook like this, and each page measures approximately 10 centimeters by 14.5 centimeters. So we're going to start off with the outside cover, and this was an idea that I had for one of the notebooks, where I wrapped a piece of ribbon or a piece of twine around the book first, and then I held it together with buttons here. So if this is an option that you're going to use, you're going to need to put this on with tape first, then you will need to cut a piece of paper for your front cover to hide all the workings. I'm going to do the band method today, so this piece of twine isn't required. It around the cover of your book like so. Okay, so let's stick that down, and then what we're going to then create is a band that will coordinate, that we can then slip off when we want to open the book. So ease it from the center, bring it round, line it up. Okay, you might have a little edge here, but I don't mind that. We can always add a piece of lace or something to it afterwards. Okay, and then we're going to make a belly band. So I was left with a strip from the bottom of the piece that I cut for this. So to make the belly band, all you're going to do is to lay the book into the center of the extra piece of paper, and then bring it around, and then you've got a gap here. I want it to match. I don't really want it to stand out, but you might find that you prefer to do it with the coordinating cardstock or a plain piece. These are all options open to you, but to make this slide on and off, you want to quite loosely fold it around the book itself. Take the book away, okay, and then you want to cover it. So you could either cover it with a small circle and maybe cut out some of the dresses and pop them on the top with some wording, or you may want to take some of the Victorian silhouette toppers, and you can cut those down as well. And I quite like the idea of popping that on the front, because then that hides all your workings. So I'm going to just add a little bit of glue here. Obviously you're going to take much more care doing this part, and you're going to leave it to dry for as long as possible so that it's secure. But if I can, I'd like to show you how this will just then slip on and off your book. See, this is a little bit damp, but let me show you. So then you've got your belly band type wrap, and then that can just slide off your book. So I'm going to leave that to dry while I move on to the inside pages. To decorate each of the pages, I'm going to use these So Lovely papers. You want to pick something that's got a few patterns and maybe something to cut out as well. But as you know, most of the craftwork cards, paper pads have those kind of options, so you shouldn't have any problem picking something. And then you're going to take 3 of the sheets of paper and cut them so that you've ended up with 2 pages like so, and then you will have some rectangles left at the bottom, and you can either keep them as rectangles or you can cut them in half, but that will become a little bit obvious later on. So let's crack on with the decorating of our book. It will take you a little time to gather all the pieces together, but I'm going to show you some ideas that I came across, and then of course I'm sure all of you will come up with your own versions of it. And then open it up, and we've got our slots to put our tags in, a few flip-flap folds, maybe a pulley-in tag here, and there you go. Now we're at the stage where we want to decorate the tags inside our notebook, but to begin with I'm going to glue a lace edge to my front cover. So I tend to add a dab of glue and then take it off with a takeaway cover, because I'm not very good at having things on my hand. So let's just edge that up, and then I've got the same on the back, so we'll go again with our glue. Take away the excess and then line up just to give it a little accent. It all colour coordinates, and that just finishes off the cover. So then when we come to open the book, the tags are now sitting in their little pockets. So I've got a selection of stamps that I'm going to add to the centre here. So I've got some green and some red ink, and I've got some older craftwork card stamps well in the centre. Some VersaFine Clair. It's a colour that I'm quite fond of at the moment, so it will tie in with the papers that we have in the notebook. So lightly press it down, don't be in any hurry to lift it up. Let's go back in again. Make it a little bit bolder. And then I think I'll put a sentiment on there as well that says thanks. So let's place that down in there. Platform, lift up the sentiment, pop our magnets down, VersaFine Clair black, there we go. So when that's dried off, that can be slipped into that first pocket there. And we'll put our book together so you've got an idea of how all of these bits will come together. Go 6 tags, and we'll pop our wrap back on, slide that down, and there you go.